you, a Christian, may have working by your side a man who is not a Christian. One day you stumble and you do some unchristian thing. Then, in ridicule, the unchristian man says, there's a Christian for you. If that is a simple Christianity, I don't want simple Christianity the way you're behaving, I want nothing of it. So we got to watch what we do and say. There is a story of a man who told his pastor that one man kept me out of the church for 25 years. He was a big man in the church on Sunday, but during the week, he was a crook. Let me say this. Do not let any hypocrite keep you out of the church. You know, I've heard so many stories about people saying that so-and-so is a nasty person, and if they're going to go to church, I'm not going to go. And that's the kind of thing that we really got to keep away from ourselves. I almost feel like sometimes when I prepare something, maybe I shouldn't even use it because I know looking out at who's here today, this doesn't apply. But we know that this does happen. That there's sometimes others that we don't feel comfortable with. Well, if they go to church, maybe we don't feel like we should go, but we need to. We need to keep going. Don't let somebody else keep you out because of their own behavior or the way that they act. You must account for yourself and no one else in the world. No matter what any other church member does or says, just remember that you must face God and you are going to get an answer for yours, not the way they do. In the railroad yard, you can find a little thin caged edged rail, by the side of the big rail. It's this small rail which sends the train to the side track. So Satan often uses a small thing to cause you to sin and get you off the track. He knows that if he does cause you to stumble or whatever, then it will hurt the cause of Christianity. A contractor is building a house. And when the house is only about half finished, a man comes out to look it over at this half-finished house. And he says to the contractor, "Is that the best you can do?" He says to the contractor, there's no roof on the house. And look how rough everything is. You're not much of a contractor. Now, we know that's not reasonable, is it? No, we do not judge a contractor until the house is completed. You see, a Christian with many faults, but you're not to judge the person yet. Wait until God gets through with him, and you may see a spotless saint standing before you, or beside you maybe, at Judgment Day. Used to be a picture of a little kid, kind of disheveled and rough clothing and everything, and underneath it had a little sign that says, "I'm on unfinished work." And that's kind of us. We're all unfinished until God gets done with us. Some of us find that people may not look like the greatest right now. We may even all look alike, but one day we're going to be totally different when God gets finished with us. We know that Satan has often used things that irritate us, things that disturb us, things that bother us, to cause us to turn against the church. He used things that interest us to turn against the church. He's taken some of the pleasures of our life and made that pleasure seem so important to us that he's led many away from the church. And these are the kind of things that he is about. Most of us, well, at least I know that those sitting here today, realize that if we allow anything to separate us from God, that it is more than likely Satan influencing us to be led away. I know you probably familiar with the comedian, but he's not doing work anymore. In fact, I don't even know if he's still living. A guy named Flip Wilson, you remember son? One of his comical schemes was a little expression he said, "The devil made me do it." Well, unfortunately, the devil doesn't make us really do anything. The devil influences us, he leads us, he tries to lead us, and he tries to persuade us. But we're the ones who do it. It's only when we give in to him that we commit that sin. I heard a brother say not too long ago that being tempted is not a sin. It's when we give in. It's when we let pleasures or anything else that pull us away from the Lord, when we let it happen, then we have committed a sin. But as long as we remember that God is there to forgive our sins, he is there to help us and bring us back. He loves us and wants to keep us, and we must not give in to Satan. If I were Satan, I would do all the things that he's doing and just keep on doing it. So far he's been pretty successful, but we know that eventually he is going to lose, because the power of God will overcome all other things. We know we're living in the last times. All we do need to do is look at the scriptures, read them, see what's been prophesied, and see what's happening. And we know that pretty soon it's all going to be brought to a conclusion. God will only let Satan go so far. He will not let Satan destroy his greatest work. And mankind is his greatest work, I believe. And with that in mind, with that thought in our hearts, we'll continue to serve and worship the Lord and continue to be here praising him and putting Satan in his place. I ask that God may continue to bless us as we continue to serve him, as we continue to love him and receive of his love.
Thank you, Brother Paul. Let us close our service with singing of hymn number 90, 90. We'll stand.
Once more before we part, oh bless the Savior's name. Let every tongue and every heart adore and praise the same. Lord, in thy grace we came, that blessing still impart. We met in Jesus' sacred name, in Jesus' name we part. Still on thy holy word, help us to feed and grow. Still we'll go on to know the Lord and practice what we know.
Dear Father, I thank you for this opportunity to hear the spoken word. We pray, Lord, that we would not be an unfinished work, but that we would be able to fulfill those things which thou hast planned for each and every one. We pray, Lord, that you would protect us and keep us from the power of Satan, and that you would watch over us, and that we would be tempted to do good and not evil. We pray, Lord, that we would seek thy counsel always, and that we might somehow always find strength in thee. Pray that we would not be separated from you, and that we would always remember you, and also that we would always remember the many blessings that thou hast bestowed upon us. We pray, Lord, for those who are unable to be here with us this day, and we pray that you would grant us safety as we return into our homes. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. I get to be first.